يا مسلمون يا مسلمون يا مسلمون. كيف حالك folks? And a Ramadan Kareem to all the Muslim fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. Today I want to talk about Muslims in the holy month of Ramadan fighting on both sides of this conflict in Ukraine, and so we're just listing them for now. Enjoy. Number 1. Turkish fighters and their Syrian allies from Idlib. Number 2. Chechen rebel fighters that oppose Kadyrov's rule. Number 3. The Crimean Tatars. Number 1 on Russia's side. Chechens fighting for Kadyrov.
Можем сказать, что Мариуполь, город, полностью очищен со стороны Азовстали. Это сила! 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 Аллаху Акбар!
Number 2 on Russia's side. Soldiers from the Syrian Arab Republic.
تقدم الفنان سومر حيدر.
يا بشار مثلك مين انت يا علي الجبين وشو ما صار ما منلين نحن جنودك ملايين يا بشار مثلك مين انت يا علي الجبين
And number 3, large amounts of Tatars from the Russian Federation. So as we can see here, we have Turks killing Turks, Chechens killing Chechens, Tatars killing Tatars, Syrians killing Syrians, far away from home, in a political cause or a religious cause that is not Islamic in any way, shape or form. You know, sadly, as we can see in this world now with Saudi Arabia and Yemen and the Syrian war and etc., Muslim killing Muslims is not it's not a rare thing, you know, you say so in warfare. But as we can see here, this is not an Islamic war in any shape or form. It's not an Islamic land. It's not it's not an Islamic cause. It's not even politically, or it's not remotely in our region, except for the Chechens, I would say so, and the Tatars. They have a sordid history with Russia, a long sordid history with Russia. So, you know, what can be said about the situation? You know, I'm not a ulama, I'm not an imam, I'm not a very knowledgeable person in Islam. I cannot, say anything religious to about this war or how Muslims are supposed to conduct their lives, because myself, I'm a sinner and I don't pray either. This war clearly shows that Muslims are not a monolith, that we come from different parts of the world, we have different races, different cultures, different languages, different histories, and we view, because of all this, we view the world differently. Hence, it is always wrong when I see people like saying, creating fitna and etc., saying, oh, you have to follow this, or you're not Islamic, or you have to in this political situation, I would say, so you're not Muslim if you don't follow this. It's somewhat the equivalent of of Joe Biden. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That kind of nonsense. And a lot of imams and etc. do this kind of bullshit that that if you're not if you don't follow this political edict, or you're out of Islam, or and etc. No, as we can see here in this new world, we don't have to bullshit ourselves. It's a complex world, and we're not the only people in this world. Muslims are not the only people in this world, and to navigate and to live and to survive in this world, you have to navigate this complicated political situation. And what is the answer in this complicated political situation? Because many different people have their of the Muslim side over here have their views and interests here. Well, from my point of view, I don't. I say I'm against the Turks in this situation, because here it's only pure greed and being part of NATO. Just their aggrandizement and etc. It has nothing to do with helping. Ukrainians and etc. Because they're very far away from them, and this is not even the area, or anything to do with Islam. The Chechens and the Crimean Tatars, they are, like I said, they have a sordid history, and they see red, because who am I to call to judge somebody that wants vengeance? Because I never had lost a family member, or got kicked out of my house, got exiled due to warfare. So I cannot judge somebody for wanting vengeance, because I wouldn't know how I would act in that same situation. However, that being said, I would say in this complicated warfare that is going on right now in Ukraine, where a lot of forces are going into it. Number one, yeah, it is dangerous. This is how world war starts, because there's many different factions getting into it. Like many different people choose sides and etc. And I hate the fucking European Union and NATO for forcing people to choose side. Africa, you have to choose side. Which side are you? Now you're on the right side of the law. America, freedom, democracy, EU. Stop. Or China, you have to decide too. Why don't you condemn Russia? Stop it, man. Are you trying to make everybody fight each other, man? It's like you're with us or against us. You are either with us or you are against us. This is the kind of nonsense I do not like, and this is the kind of shit that is dangerous, and it starts huger battles. But concerning the Muslim stuff, though, I would say so. Considering in the last decades after the end of the Cold War, where Russia wasn't a threat anymore to America, that in search of enemies, in search of a new boogeyman to justify their expansion, to justify their global military prowess, to justify the Patriot Act, and to control their own people, that they chose us Muslims as the boogeyman for the last couple of decades, and harping up we're the most dangerous, freedom is at stake, if we don't fight them over there, the Taliban in their they don't have F-16s, they don't have airplane carriers and etc., big ships to bring any military to America, but somehow they're supposed to, with their flying magic carpet, supposed to come and attack us, whether it was the Iraqis as well. And basically the fear-mongering that was going on for the past decades, and before that as well, the straight-up biased support of Israel and the vilification of Muslims that's been going on from their propaganda movies to their news shows and everything. supporting the American empire and on this side, because if you're on the Ukrainian side, you're supporting the American empire, is for me is a no-no, because at the end of the day they will fuck us. Once they're done using us as what do you call it, as a tool, as a weapon, they will throw us aside. They will use us and throw us aside. So that's what's going to happen. You know, now they're calling the Chechen guy, as you know, you can watch many news outlets about it. You know, the jihadi, they call him a hero and etc. You know, they're fighting the jihad, the Chechen jihad. They're fighting the jihad. They were not saying this kind of shit. Well, when the Chechen were fighting Russia, or even when there were other jihadis were fighting for a noble cause, or the American the Americans that went into Iraq. Now they're calling them terrorists and this and that and that. Now they're calling them heroes. Tomorrow again they will call them terrorists. So Russia and America, Russia and Muslims and Chechens have a sordid history, but America and the whole global Islamic world have a sordid history nowadays, because they have burnt us many times. You know, they have used us, they have abused us, they have vilified us, they have So I would say, if you have to analyze the political situation as a Muslim, and about the Ukrainian war and the Ukraine v Russian war, or I wouldn't even call it Ukraine v Russian war. It's NATO and America using Ukraine as a proxy Russia war, so against Russia war. So that's what I'm saying. It's USA, NATO v Russia. That's this war. So if you're going to look at it that way, I say I would choose the Russian side, but that's just me though. Anyway, think about it and let me know in the comment sections. Thank you. Bye.